Panther Nation Podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad and Dave in the building. Dave, we had to move the show up a day because I have a meeting I had to conduct tomorrow.
It's funny you said. I was planning on going to a concert tomorrow too, so it kind of worked out. But I'm probably not gonna go to the concert. I'm beat. I'm tired, man. I had a long 10 days.
You've been out and about in my neck of the woods.
I was.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. Dave was here. I mean, went to all the A&T festivities. You know what I mean, Dave? Talk about it.
So first weekend I was here, I went to A&T Hampton and saw that crazy 10-point comeback to get their first conference win since they've been in the CAA. Saw the bands. The band was freaking awesome. Hampton's band is in. And then, I went to go see my parents during the week. And I went back and for Aggie Eagle and saw a destruction of Aggie land. It was 62-20.
Yeah, salute to Central.
Yeah, it was bad. They almost broke a FCS record for most yards. They missed it by 26 yards. Thank God. I think if we had the last year's coach, they probably would have broke it. The game could have been much worse than what it was. To keep it a beam with you. Band was good. Shout out to Blue and Gold Market Machine. They ended up performing at Sunday Night Football last night. Saw the performance. That joint was phenomenal. It's on YouTube. If you ain't seen it yet. But shout out to those guys down the road, man. They did what they had to do. But their program, man, they've had that coach for almost 8 years. You know, they got a program, and I guess, we got a lot of work to do. I plan on driving up to Maine on Saturday. We play Maine, so I'm driving up to Maine on Saturday. Nice little 5-hour hike. I'm going to take the ride up to Maine.
All right, that's enough, Dave. That's enough. Shout out to A&T. But we
got another
really quick. We got some stuff to talk about. We got Victory Monday to talk about, Dave. You holding us up from talking about this
before I'm going to give you an A&T and Panther story all in one. Shout out to Steve Smith Sr. He pledged to donate $50,000 to the A&T golf program. So shout out to him. Shout out to Smitty for that.
Smith.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Smith Sr. for that. I know he's had some comments recently that's kind of rubs folks the wrong way, but I wanted to give that shout out because I think that's a beautiful thing that he's doing, considering. So that's dope. Now, it is Victory Monday. We don't get to do these this often. We're going to do it more this year, though.
BTA is what they're saying in the chat.
It is
BTA. Hey, man, first of all, I want to say my voice is cooked, Dave, so I might need to be quiet every so often because my voice is done. Shout out to Lowe, man. Hey, me and Carlo was lit in section 310. Man, it was so fun. Dave, I have not been to a game like that in a very, very long time, bro. A very long time, man. I'm talking about start to finish, pure dominance, bro. I gotta give a shot, man. Listen, I don't think any Panthers fan was gonna predict that was gonna happen, right? Okay, maybe we were gonna win. I came in there like with no expectations. I thought we were gonna lose, to be honest with you. But bro, like that's some dogs, and that is what Panther football should look like. It was lit. It was the home opener. The energy was up, bro. Our truth was in the building. It was so fun, bro. That felt like 2015. It did, Dave. It felt like 2015, bro. Only
you
thing
be
we
careful
was
using that word, that number
did,
though.
bro, I'm telling you, no, that's
I'm
what
not
the vibe,
doubting it.
That's what the vibe were, bro.
Listen, I've been on these Twitter streets and I've been looking at what these comments have been since this game has happened. And I'm here to tell you guys, phenomenal win, shutout. I looked at the schedule, looks promising, but I need more. I need to see it next week. I'm going to the New England game.
Okay, don't even, just let's live in the moment, bro. Let's not look for that's the problem with people. We already looking.
I'm with you, bro.
There are plenty of things we can complain about. Dave, we've been complaining for 6 years. Now is not the time, bro.
Fine.
Let's just take this for what this was. A great W. We beat in my opinion, our biggest rival, right? In the division. BTA, bro.
Shut him out.
So let's just, I know, Dave, it was not perfect,
sir. I'm checking on you. I'm checking on my close friends. Big Low, how you doing, sir?
Shout out Low, man. Shout out to Big Low. He was at the game. We met up, took a pic afterwards. Man, he was vibing out in the lower levels. You can't hide money. We always talk about Dave.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't broke.
You can't hide money.
You can't hide money.
Big Low was down there in the lower levels. You know what I mean? So you can't hide money. Shout out to Big Low. He was out there. It was quite a few Falcons fans out there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, this is good energy. The bank was rocking. I mean, start to finish, it was a great game, bro. And I know we can nitpick, and we're not gonna do that today.
No,
maybe the next preview show.
I do have I have questions, and it's not nitpicking, but I do have questions that have more to do with the people who didn't play than the people who did.
Like XL.
Not just XL.
Like who else?
I mean Jimmy, because I told y'all what he was.
Bro, you talking about Jimmy? Bro, we ain't, bro.
But no, XL too.
Bro, come on.
Oh, now it's
that's nitpicking, bro. Jimmy Horn right now.
Well, I mean, with all the injuries at wide receiver, you would have thought he would have gotten activated. I mean,
bro, he was good, bro. We good.
No, I'm fine. No, yeah, we'll have that discussion about XL too. But this was a phenomenal game, man. I was watching it while I was in Greensboro. It was great. I enjoyed watching it. It was enjoyable watching Michael Penix struggle so bad, getting benched. It was an enjoyable moment to see him get benched for Kirk Cousins.
Funny. We know that was hilarious.
That was hilarious. I forgot. I don't know why I thought Cousins wasn't on the roster anymore. I forgot that he was still there, and that gave me a reminder that he was there. But shout out to them. We got a couple of super chats.
I was gonna say we got a lot of super chats. Go ahead.
So shout out to YGK Blasian. I was in the building for my first ever NFL game. What a first NFL game to be at, bro. That's what's up. Appreciate the super chat.
Lit.
Shout out to A-Cash. I cannot express how satisfying the W was yesterday. Words literally can't describe it. Nope, man, bro. Shutouts, 30-point shutouts don't happen that often in the NFL. Shout out to Trayvon Lawrence, Panther Nation. Let's go. I feel you, dog. D. Teal. The bank was rocking. Silver Club was on one. Appreciate the super chat, my man. Shout out to RJ. The Falcons thought that they were them dudes. We showed them who they who they really were. Justice.
Shout out to Young Wade, Dave.
Young Wade.
Come on, give Young Wade his props. Young Ho. Shout out to Young Ho. Give him his props.
Is he still stinking? Is he keep stinking still?
Justice Young Wade, cool, bro. They did him dirty.
They didn't.
They did him dirty, and that's what they get. That's what they get, Dave.
I think they made the proper decision to get rid of Young Wade.
No, Young Wade is a Falcon legend, and they did
where's
him
Young
dirty,
Wade at now? Is he a legend at any other team in the NFL?
They about to get rid of. They about to get rid of this other dude. They just missed.
If they call back Young Wade, I'm crying. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If they call back Young Wade, I'm crying.
All them field goals. Justice for Cool, bro. Justice for Cool. We down with Cool. He needs some retribution.
No, he doesn't. He don't need no retribution or reparations. Next 4 games are against bad teams. Let's hope this win sparks a bit of a run. Yeah, I think the next 4 games are legitimately winnable. All of them. All 4 of them. But we'll probably get into that. Sir Icy, rookies went crazy. Keep them starting. That's right. And the irony of this is the injuries are the reason why they had to play. So maybe they just stay.
That's what happens. You got to take advantage of the situation. It's all about I talk about it all the time with the rookies. It's all about opportunity, bro. And when you get that opportunity, you better take advantage of it. And all of them, bro, all of them did an excellent. We're gonna talk about the rookies in a minute, but all of them did an excellent job. Man, I'm happy. The game was great. Just a lot of great things in that game. I mean, the tackling from the defense. We talk about back to basics and all that, bro. There was a couple plays. I had to go back and watch the game because it's different when you in the stadium. I had to go back and watch it. I just finished watching again. I'm like, bro, if there was a couple of tackles that if we missed them Jones, that would have been 7 for Bijan. And so I'm giving props because we got up here and killed them for talking about basics. But bro, I mean, and we had a whole like a little press conference segment about how to tackle, and I poke fun at that. But bro, if them boys wasn't locked in on the tackling, the score they would have had at least 7, at least. Bijan was about to bust a couple of them joints. Pause. You know what I mean? So exactly. Trevin saved saved at least 2 of those. Correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Let me finish.
The boys did their thing, bro.
Let me finish these super chats. No, I got a couple more. Damn it, Dave! Stop being a downer. A-Cash, relax, bro. Let me be. I'm happy. Nobody's probably happy about that win than me. I'm finally happy that I can talk about a win. Give Morrigus props. Dude is an enforcement. I agree, Brandon. Yeah, he was.
Bro, he was playing. Bro, he was knocking head. The hits, the physicality. Bro, that's Panther football, bro. Like the defense was knocking heads, bro. Like that's Panther football. That's the type of statements you got to make defensively. That's gonna make people. And again, we can talk about this and we can get into the technicalities. We didn't have any sacks. Like there was 0 sacks, but we did have 13 pressures. And those pressures definitely had Penix.
Them joints mattered.
They definitely mattered. Penix was not setting his feet. A lot of them passes was short because the pressure was there. So we did a great job. Shout out to Evero for dialing up them blitzes. Merrick was blitzing, providing some extra pressure. Did a good job, man. We did a good, bro. Evero called up a great game. It's just fantastic work. Fantastic work, man.
We got a couple more chats, man. Shout out to A-Catch. If I had a nickel for every 30-point shutout we've had against the Falcons, I have 2 nickels, which isn't much because it's weird that it happened twice.
That's funny.
It is. Trayvon Lawrence. That's how you protect the bank. That's how you win your first game at home. Smith-Wade. Oh, my God. I love that pick 6,
bro. Bro, beautiful pick 6. House called that joint. The only thing we missing, the only thing that's holding us back from this being 2015 vibes is the Sunday giveaways. Bring back the Sunday giveaways. That's the vibes we need back in the bank. If you know, you know. That's when Cam scored most of the time. He would give the footballs away to the first the folks sitting in the front row. We need Sunday giveaways back. Bring them back.
All right, Trayvon Marek. I'll be butchering his name. Linebacker. Merrick. Yes, Merrick. Linebacker. Shout out to you, Ethan. Sorry for
Merrick was lined up a lot in the box. They were definitely moving him around and
dialing it up.
Evero called himself a game, brother. Evero called himself a game. I was on X letting y'all have it because everybody was talking about the defense. You include. They hit the button for me. Hit the button.
I told y'all.
The defense is doing a good job, Dave.
Top 10 in the league.
Doing a good job. Go look at the past 6 quarters of football from the Carolina Panthers defensively. Bro, they're playing more. They're doing more than enough. They're doing more than enough. They're getting it done, bro. Statistically, they might be a top 10 defense. Ain't nobody asked for that.
They are.
That's great, bro. They doing their thing.
They are. Folks ain't ready to have that, but they are. Shout out to 6 consecutive scoreless quarters.
Scoreless quarters, bro.
Shout out to Landon 4. Cade Mays made a huge difference. Yep. Facts. I've been telling y'all to start Cade Mays for a while. So
we said it on this facts. We said on this pod, Cade Mays should have been the starter from the jump.
It should have been the starter in the first place.
Been the starter from the jump. And I hate when us podcasters, instead of sitting in these chairs every Tuesday or Monday, depending how the week goes, Monday, that we called it, we should be the ones calling it, bro. The coaches got to recognize that, man. Cade Mays is playing great football and started playing good football last year. He should have been able to continue that. So it's disappointing for the guys not to see that.
Shout out to Matavian Bratton for the super chat, and shout out to Brendan Offer, open field tackler for the dub.
Facts.
You ain't kidding, bro.
One-on-one tackles in the open field, bro. They was money. Because if they didn't, it would have been house calls. A couple of them, big runs. And that's what separates the bad defense from the good defense, because we negated some of those calls, some of those big runs that could have happened. They did a good job, man. They did a good job containing Bijan, bro. They did a really good job, man. Shout out to the defense. Shout out to the defense, bro.
All right, let's get rolling.
All right, so if you want to, now's the time, bro. Get the energy up. Rock these T-shirts. Promo code PMP10 when you go to GameChanger.la. Go over there, grab you a Coker, a JC Horn. I got on the Smitty one right now. Shout out to Steve, man. Shout out to Smitty. Shout out to Smitty and all the fair weathers out there, man. We was out there repping, though. We was out there repping. Hard, bro. Hey, when you give us something to cheer about, that's what the bank gonna look like every week. I promise you. I promise that. So go over there and get you a PM, or go and get you a Panthers shirt, get you a Smitty shirt, get you a Jalen Coker shirt, get you a T-Mac shirt, get you all the shirts. PMP10, GameChanger.la.
Shout out to Detail for the super chat. The Keep Pounding chant was epic during the bank exit. So much energy,
bro. It was, man. It was. The energy was up in the stadium, bro. It was so up, bro. It was up, bro. Salute to the Panthers and everybody involved. Because, I mean, bro, shout out to them for bringing R-Truth. Like, that was his first time ever being at a game.
What's
up? You're a Charlotte. Come on, bro. He
is from Charlotte.
He's a WWE legend. How was that his first time at the bank?
He's had an interesting year considering they fired him earlier this year and they had to bring him back. Right now. Right.
Yeah, bro.
Broadway Joe, calm down on the D. That QB missed a lot of throws.
Hey, but that's pressure.
Broadway.
The pressure
Broadway
is gonna cause some of those missed throws.
Yeah, like when there's people in your face, you kind of, you got to change your decision making a bit. All right, look at Bryce Young's stat line.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm about to do, right?
Yeah. So 6. What you about to say?
I told y'all.
Oh yeah, Dave and bro. I mean, this is but you're right. You're right, Dave. This is Panther football, bro.
Yes,
this is Panther football. 24.
And I'm not mad at the stat line.
That's what you want, bro. He didn't have to do much. He went out there. He was able to play free. He didn't have to bring us back from some crazy. Like, he didn't have to overcompensate. It's not the stat line that's gonna put him in the MVP race. But guess what he didn't do? I don't need to be in a
MVP. I need him to just win games, bro.
Exactly. And guess what he didn't do? Turn the football over. And that's what we need, bro. That's the Bryce Young. We did not. You protected the football. He was the ultimate game manager, bro. And that's what we needed.
I'm telling y'all right now, if we see this stat line every week and we're winning, there will be nobody
cares.
Nobody would care. But this is what Canales wants. He wants a balanced attack, an ability to run the football. That's what he wants. That's what he wants.
We ran the football well too, and I'm gonna talk about him later. But I would like to see a little more Rico, because that boy was running.
I expected a split. That's why I wasn't as high on Tuba in fantasy, because I expected it was gonna be a split.
That boy Rico was running. I was like, I was like, bro, I might want to see a little bit more of that. You might want to tip the scales a little bit. That boy Rico was running, dog. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Ryan for the super chat. Field position matters. ATL average starting at the 18. We started at the 45. Shout out to the kicker and the coverage team. Tracy Smith and Bates cooked. There you go.
Bro, we got to put some respect on special teams. Tracy Smith, I done came up here and called him out. That game, Canales said they were really strategic about where they were kicking the football and like confused. They were like actually like lining them dudes up to be able to not catch the football. Like, it was strategic how they were kicking the football to them, making them, you know what I mean, like muff the catches and all that. Like it was interesting to hear Canals talk about it. So salute to Tracy Smith. And hey, Ryan Fitzgerald, bro. Like, bro, my boy was listen, I gotta give him an apology, bro. I gotta give him an apology. Bro, I was slandering in the season before the season started. I said this dude gonna be mid. Bro, he was on point. Kickoffs, field goal. He was on point. And we're gonna talk about him later. But he was
we got a guest super chat. Great win for the Panthers. Congrats on the win. Thanks for all the love you showed a country boy at the bank. See you in the bins in a few weeks. And this is that's a Superman chat. Appreciate it, Big Low Country Sports.
Shout out to Big Low, man. That's my dog, Big Low, in the building, man. We gonna ride down to Atlanta. We're gonna return the favor. Hopefully, the same hospitality is shown on the way back down there. But man, salute.
Especially after we beat y'all ass. We're going after that.
Day, God, dog, day. That's how we feeling. That's how we feeling.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Yes. But shout out to Big Low, man. It's all love. All
right, let's go ahead and break this one down, Dave. Again, like you said, this is the stat line we need from Bryce Young, bro. Like we don't need him to do too much. There was some things left out there on the field that weren't necessarily his fault. There was a couple of drops, and probably would have been some more yards on there if they would have converted those into catches. But I think Bryce did his thing. He did enough to make that happen. And I thought that he got rid of the football. He protected the football. And it was great. It was great, man. It was great. So salute to Bryce Young. Did a great job. This is his throwing chart. Not bad. Not bad. Efficient. It was efficient. So
shout out to Miss Douglas. Corbs gets hurt last year. Cade starts. Bryce returns and plays better again this year. Corbs gets hurt. Cade plays and Bryce looks better. You got to keep Cade in there, bro.
Ain't no coincidence.
Yo, this is a correlation. These are correlations. Got to keep Cade in there. Just saying. You got to keep Cade in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but a little sprinkle. They're just being efficient. He's just being smart with the football. And that's what we need from Bryce. No turnovers, he didn't put the football in danger at all, bro. Like there was never a point where I was like, dang, bro, that almost was a pick, or he did his thing, and that's what we need from Bryce. That's what we need from Bryce. You know what I mean? So salute. Mm-hmm. And the scary here's the whole thing about this whole situation, Dave. The scary part is, Dave, we're not even fully healthy. Like we banged up a lot. Like it's no Tershawn Wharton. Bro, on the defense side, Pat Jones was out. XL got a hammy. Robert Hunt is out. Jatavion we'll talk about him in a second. Bro, we banged up and we still balling, bro. Like,
here's the question. There's one thing when you have folks that are out due to injury, but then you ask the question depending on how long they're out. And this is just 1 week, right? But then you start asking questions like, do you want to break something that's working?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So
that's what we did. And that's a great point there, because that's what we did with K Mays. We tried to go back to another guy, and Dave, it worked. K Mays last year when he came in, it worked. Why not ride the hot hand? So I'm with you, Dave. Hey, when Coker comes back, when XL is back, like is the offense going to be in a flow? I mean, I'm not talking about Coker. I think Coker improves what we're doing, but I'm gonna be transparent here. I'm gonna be blunt because that's just how I am. But when XL comes back, are you gonna then put him back into the rotation when he's been struggling, or are you gonna let him kind of develop and get his mind right before you put him back in there? Because I'm gonna be honest, to me, it felt when XL is in there, I feel like we go way out of our way to get him incorporated, and it kind of backfires.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when 2015.
Hold on, bro. That RJ super chat is crazy. My fault, Dave. Go ahead.
All right, I'll do them both. But it reminds me of the 2015 season. Prior to the season when Kelvin Benjamin got hurt, folks were in a panic, and I was like, I think Cam's going to be a better quarterback without him because he ain't going to try to have to force it to him.
Yeah,
he going to go through his reads, makes his decisions, and you could tell that at least in the previous game that XL played in, they were trying to be very intentional to get him involved. So this might not be a bad thing with him being out. Bryce goes through his progressions. He makes his decision making. You're not trying to force feed a guy, and he plays smooth, plays without no concern.
Yeah,
they have to get a different person.
I would say run through those super chats real quick.
I know you do.
RJ1 is crazy.
Hit mid 50. Cadence was better in protection. Austin trash. All right.
Facts.
Shout out to XL for having more yardage this game than the last one. Well, facts are facts. You know, I mean, I have more yards than him.
Disrespectful, bro.
Than the last one. Shout out to RJ for the super chat, though. Shout out to Isaac Irvin. But it's the truth. Defense is playing with hate in their hearts. Shout out to Big Low, Random, Morick, DB, and all the DBs.
Yep.
And what?
Derek Brown and all the rest of the DBs. Yeah, because Mike Jack, Chau Smith-Wade, and JC Horn are on a tear right now. Them dudes is playing like crazy. Like dare I say, bro, we probably have a top 3 secondary in the league right now. Like that's how well they're playing. Like if you look at the efficiency and all that stuff, the charts that are out there, bro, we are on top of all the efficiency charts from the secondary standpoint. We are really good. And I don't know. I don't have. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mike Jack balling, JC balling, Chau Smith-Wade, they all balling, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then Merrick now with him, it's very solid. Very solid. All right. A couple other things real quick. Time to throw. Bryce Young. So Bryce Young had 2.66. I think the thing with Bryce Young, though, I think he was getting rid of the football quick. He said he was able. What's wild is, Dave, look at that blitz number, bro.
He blitz 63% of the time.
They blitz 63% of the time. That is crazy. But Bryce Young was able to negate the blitz. He got rid of the ball under 2.5 seconds a lot against extra pass rushers. So Dave, when they were blitzing, he was getting rid of the football in 2.46 seconds. So what that tells me is our receivers were winning quick and Bryce was making quick decisions and not holding on to the football. And he did a great job. Bryce, he finished 9 of 14 for 72 yards against the blitz. So the majority of his yards came against the blitz. He was pressured only 7 times, 25.9% pressure rate, and sacked only once. Last week, the Falcons had 6 sacks against the Vikings. So we did a good job. We were able to negate that pressure, bro. 63% blitz rate is bananas, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Insane. But it also means they don't trust your line to get there with 4. You got to blitz that much, man. You can't. You don't trust your defensive line to get there at 4.
No, I think they were blitzing a lot. Also, Dave, is because they got injuries in the secondary. So I think they were really just trying to get after Bryce and just force him to make bad decisions or turn the football over. And then they would just hope and pray that Bryce makes a turnover, and that just didn't happen. He was efficient today. So,
I got another super chat. Let me just make sure it's the last one before I forget anything. There it is. Yep. Double O'Kane, can we be honest? The offense is not back on track. They were decent yesterday. The defense was a different story. We need to own the message defense. I disagree. That's called. I
agree. I 100% agree with that tweet.
No, the defense is on. Facts. There's no question, but it's still complimentary football. Like it's still complimentary football.
Dave. We left some. See, this is where I didn't want to, because I want to stay positive, because we celebrating the dub and it's Victory Monday. But we left some points on the board, bro.
But I get it.
It should have been like 50-something to 0, bro. We should have absolutely dismantled the Falcons.
You out here just trying to be greedy, but I'm just
I'm not, Dave. Yeah, I'm going to where you were going earlier. This is what you were going to say, was that okay? What happens when our defense isn't as good? Our offense needs to be able to score, and we left some points on those are the facts, bro. Whether it's drops, whether it's whatever the case may be, we left some points on the board, and we could have been better offensively a little bit. So I support the super chat.
Okay.
I think it's facts.
I think to shut out a team and score 30 points. I understand folks think it could have been more, but I think for me it's you play complimentary football across the board with offense, defense, and special teams. So I'm okay with it. One more super chat. Shout out to Cal Sudriff. Falcon rookies vanish like a fart in the wind. Y'all are harsh. There's another one.
Fart in the wind is crazy, bro.
That is crazy. A-Cash, shout out to you, sir. What ATL wanted to do with Bryce with the blitzes, we ended up doing the Penix, hoisted by their own petard. And that's all of them. Thank you, sir, for the super chat.
Yeah, bro. And so this is facts. And I'm with Landon, bro. All we can ask for is that we didn't turn the football. So I'm happy there, and I'm good. But when what we can't do is expect the defense to pitch a shutout every week. And when we get into these tight games, our offense needs to be able to score. So if you go back to the last game and then follow up with this game, like, we got to be able to get it going. So if I'm gonna nitpick, and I don't want to do that during this Victory Monday, I would say the offense needs to tighten up a little bit. And maybe they'll get there. Maybe they still obviously dealing with some injuries. We're trying to get back on track, and so I'm okay with it. But we got to be a little bit better there. All right, let's talk about these rookies, man, because rookie watch is going crazy. T-Mac, 63.1 overall grade. He played 52 snaps, 3 receptions of 48 yards, and left some on the field. He probably should have had over 100 in this game. Had a couple of drops, a couple of really difficult catches that probably should have been made. He's a rookie. We not going to kill T-Mac. He's doing a fantastic job. We don't care. He's developing. He's going to get better. He had to make that catch where he timed his jump, bro, and basically mossed the DB. Bro, come on, man. Elite. He's elite. He's elite. He's elite. You know what I mean? So salute to, and RJ, I see your message in chat. You send me that. I'll see if I can pull it up a little bit later. But yeah, man, T-Mac had a great game. Let's talk about these rookie pass rushers, bro. Let's talk about the rookie pass rushers. Nick Scorton, 66.9. Princely, 51.2. Let's talk about those pressures that they had, because that matters. They had pressures. Of the 13 pressures that we did have, they had 4 of them together, right? And look at their snap share. Snap share increased like crazy. Nick Scorton played 56 snaps. Princely played 34 snaps. So that was good to see them get more opportunity to make something happen. And with more opportunity, they're going to get better every week. ETN didn't see him very much. Lathan Ransom made the best out of every opportunity he had. He forced a fumble at the end of the game, which probably saved our shutout, because had he not did that, they were probably on their way to at least getting a field goal. They were getting in field goal range, and Lathan Ransom peanut punches the ball out. We recover, take some knees, and get up out of there, man. But he had 4 tackles in the game. Efficient, bro. In 34 snaps, 4 tackles. It don't get more efficient than that, bro. Cam Jackson, 30.3 grade, 7 snaps. That's a low sample size, so we're not gonna go crazy there. Mitchell Evans, 76.2. He's having a hell of it. Mitchell Evans is not playing much. He plays 7 snaps, but bro,
he takes advantage of every snap he gets.
He's making something happen, bro. That's the second consecutive game where he's had at least 1 catch for 9 yards, and then he's an excellent blocker too. I saw the run at the goal line when Rico was getting busy and scored his touchdown. Mitchell Evans was in there pancaking fellas. So shout out to Mitchell Evans, bro. Mitchell Evans is that dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dave, any thoughts on the rookie watch? And I got week 2. I meant week 3 up there. My bad.
Yeah, no, we got it. Falcons is all you need to know. I mean, you might as well be. I mean, they ain't scoring any points either, so it don't matter. I'm hoping that Ransom continues to get more snaps. Keep that uptick going, and the defensive ends, man. I mean, the rookie edge rushers. I hope they keep getting snaps too. I want to get more snaps.
They're getting better. And Nick Scorton, bro, I was watching you, bro. Nick Scorton in that spin move. Hey, when that spin move click, bro, it is over for the league, bro. When that spin move click, Dave, he is watching dudes with that spin move. He just not quite getting to the quarterback in enough time, but he's a rookie, Dave. And in week 3, him lining dudes up with that spin move, brother. Bro, when it clicks for him, it is over. It's over, bro. It's over. It is over. You know what I mean? And Princely doing a good job. I tweeted during the game. I was watching Princely, bro. He's starting to get that dog, that bark, that dog that we talked about, Dave. It's starting to come out, bro. It's starting to come out. He's starting to develop and starting to get there. He's making it happen, bro. But yeah, man. Salute to Princely. Salute to Nick Scourton. This is what we needed. We needed this from them. Where's the pass rush, Dave? We starting to find it. We are starting to find it. It's getting there. It's starting to click. It's starting to click. So, and that's against a really good Falcons offensive line, by the way. They ain't no bums. That Falcons offensive line is solid. Okay, that's a solid offensive line that they play well against. So, salute to our young Bulls. All right, any final thoughts on
I love what I'm seeing with the rookies so far. So the only person I'm concerned about is Cam, but I think that's just going to take time. Defensive tackle takes more time to get to be more of a factor. So I'm not concerned about Cam yet.
Yeah. All right. One thing I must have skipped a slide with the injuries. I did before we get into that. I want to quickly talk about the injuries because Robert Hunt is going to be out for a long time. Maybe he's slated to return near the end of the season, if able to return at all, because of his torn bicep. So it's a tough loss, but Zavala played well yesterday. Not mad at it at all. Austin Corbett elected not to do surgery. He is rehabbing, and he's going to be week to week, but I highly doubt that they bring him back in the rotation with the way K. Mays is playing. If they do, Dave, I'm going to have a lot to say. I'm going to have a lot to say if they do that, because K. Mays is him. Okay?
Loyalty.
Yeah, K. Mays is him. All right.
2 super chats. JM with Dave. I'm with Dave on this. Bryce is throwing to a rookie, a UDFA, and a calf stop coming back from a disease. We're not going to be world beaters on offense. It's not even about being world beaters now. It's about playing complementary football. And I'm saying that word so terribly. Complementary football. There we go. That's about that. If you're doing that, then you would most likely than not, you'll win more games that way. Double O Kane shot. I was thinking the same thing about scoring. I see a young Freeney in him. Yeah.
That spin move is nasty, dog. For him to have that developed, and we talking about week 3, and the way he putting dudes in the it's gonna be a problem, man. He's gonna be Scourton is gonna be a problem, and that's not even his game like that. Is the pass, like he's really good against the run. He's developing as a pass rusher. Princely's supposed to be our passer specialist, so it's scary. Like if he, it's gonna be a problem, man. And that's what's crazy is defensively. We don't even have Wharton. Bro, imagine when we get Wharton back. Pat Jones, you could fall back respectfully. Pat Jones, we want more Scourton. We want more Princely. And Wanham is playing very good football. Wanham is a very good edge rusher number 2. But if one of these rookies develop into edge rusher number 1, become that primary guy, we're going to have some problems, bro. It's going to be some problems. We're going to get there, bro. We're going to get there. Oh, yeah, real quick. I did not finish the injuries. JT, he got I think he got a high ankle sprain. So JT will be out a couple of weeks, according to Joe Person.
Okay.
So it's going to be, you know what that means, though, Dave? More Mitchell Evans. That's what that means, and I'm happy about it. Not happy about JT Sanders getting injured, by the way. I just really like Mitchell Evans.
But the opportunity for Mitchell Evans is approaching. Yep,
for sure. I don't wish injury upon nobody. And JT was having a crazy game, by the way. He was having a really good game. He was catching the football. He had the hurdle where he jumped over your boy. Like, he was having a really good game. So I don't mean no disrespect to JT. He was having a great game. He's bouncing back, which is unfortunate because he had a couple of bad games. He had some drops. He overcame that, and then he gets injured. So that sucks. So I meant no disrespect by that, bro. But Mitchell Evans is him. I like Mitchell Evans a lot. I think he's gonna be a problem. So this is what depth looks like, ladies and gentlemen. When you can get a guy, if a guy gets injured, you're able to go out there and get another guy, and the train keeps going. You know what I mean? So salute. All right, statement win. So statement, we're talking about the game here. Statement win. Panthers, we pitched a shutout 30-0 against Atlanta. It's obviously our first win of the season, and a damn good way to get it, okay? 3 phases of dominance, offense, defense, and special teams. I'm talking about every phase, BTA. So the question is, have we put it together, Dave, or is this just a flash in the pan? What you think, Dave?
I think we put it together, and I think the Panthers are going to have a golden opportunity with the upcoming schedule that they have. So, they got the Patriots. Patriots turned the ball over a lot that game this weekend. Up in New England, got them in New England on Sunday. So that's going to tell us, like, these are the type of teams you're supposed to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, from that standpoint. So I think we finally have put it together. I just hate the fact that it always takes 2 or 3 weeks before we finally look like we're an NFL team. I said it on Twitter. I think I said it. Either I said it on Twitter or I said it. No, I didn't say it on Twitter. I texted one of my buddies. He's a Falcons fan. Shame on him. I pretty much said, look, man, we used the first 2 weeks. We used the first 2 weeks of the season as preseason. And I hate it. I despise it. Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what it's been looking like for a couple of years now. Even before Canales got there. We used the first 2 weeks as preseason, which I hate.
No, that's a good observation. Hopefully that changed. Now I'll give Canales a little bit of credit here because he did approach the preseason different this year. Right, so he tried.
He did.
Maybe coach is still learning what he needs to do. But I don't agree with you very often. Just being honest.
Yeah, you agree with me more than you want to give yourself credit for, but it's okay.
I don't agree with you much, but I do agree with you there, bro. I agree with you there. So,
bro, we be out here treating weeks 1 and 2 like they don't count, man. And the thing that bothers me is if we're like in the hunt for a playoff spot, a wild card spot, those first 2 games, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
You start thinking about what the hell happened.
Yep, agreed.
Particularly that Cardinals game, because that's a conference game. Like the Jags game, okay, all right, got it, winnable, but got it right. But the Cardinals game could go to a tiebreaker scenario. Then you're gonna start thinking about week 2. That sucks. All right. Got another super chat. Shout out to Rob Lewis. Walker was a non-factor, hot garbage. He's a rookie, man.
Yeah. Who we talking about?
The guy that everybody wanted Panthers
what?
draft.
I don't know who you talking about.
RJ, yeah, I'm gonna be at
super.
Me and my son's going to the game.
Oh, Dave, speaking of which, Chris from Charlotte Vibe might reach out.
He's gonna be up there?
Yeah, he's coming up. You know how I do the pregame with him.
I mean, I can make it happen.
He might reach out.
That's fine. He can reach out to me. I'll have my son, but we'll make it work. It's funny because I'm going to Maine on Saturday, and after the game, I'm going to drive down to Massachusetts, and then drive from that hotel to Foxborough. So. But
yeah. Didn't that dude that y'all was just talking about? What's his name? Dave? That y'all was just talking about?
I don't know what his name is, man.
That dude didn't he have like us marked on his calendar or something like that? Ain't that what they said?
He did.
Like he had his.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for him? Did he get any tackles?
Somebody put an APB out on your boy. Cause we didn't even see. I didn't even know he played. I forgot he even got drafted by them for real.
Did he play?
I don't know. I ain't see him.
Isn't that what y'all missed? The game guy said, I need a Dave.
I told y'all.
When it comes to Zavala. Told y'all he's good now.
That was clean. Do that again. That was clean. I
told y'all.
No, dude.
I need a Dave. I need a Dave.
I told y'all.
When it comes to Zavala. Told y'all he's good now. Why you laughing, on, man? Like,
that was clean, bro. I wasn't expecting that was clean, dog. It was, bro. The way, I told y'all usage is elite, bro. The way you just put it in that was dope. I'm just giving you props, Dave. Just giving you props.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, you heard about the Fox receivers coach got let go, right?
The Reaper. That's what Bryce does.
Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
That's what Bryce Young does, bro. That's what Bryce Young does, my dog. Like, hey, look, when you get destroyed by the Panthers, somebody getting fired. And that's what Bryce Young does. That's what Bryce Young does, bro.
And I guess the offense coordinator is going to be on the field now. He ain't going to be up there in the booth anymore. Well, we change it. We change it. Everything the Falcons
That's what we do, bro. We get folk fired, bro. We get folks fired, which is very funny.
I like Raheem too, man. But boy, he's in trouble, bro. He got to make the playoffs this year. He might be in trouble.
Yeah, he might be in. But it's not only year 2, right?
Fun fact: Fun fact about head coaches in the NFL: at least 8 gets fired every year.
At least is that real? Is that a real stat?
25%. There's a 25% turnover in NFL coaches every year.
Wow.
25%. 25%.
That's crazy.
Either they get fired or they retire. 25%.
That's
8
a number you
out
don't.
of 32 teams.
Oh, it's year 3. It's year 3 for him. Wow.
It's a year
Is it
3?
year 3?
No.
I thought it was 2.
No.
Bro.
Because Bill. No, this is number 2. Because he got hired the same year, about the year after. Because last year, this is year 2 for him. Because the Patriots just changed their coach twice, so it's year 2 for him. Not year 3. Year 2. Year 2.
All right, let's real quick.
That don't change. That don't make that. That don't delay anything. People get let go after 2 years.
People get let go.
People get let go during the season in their first.
Facts. Shout out to Frank Wright. The defense came to play day, 2 interceptions. Chau Smith-Wade with a beautiful pick 6, bro. That pick 6 was beautiful.
That was lovely.
It was beautiful. And then Mike Jack also had. I felt like he could have also had a pick 6. He was doing some weird stuff with
he had a chance. He had a chance to take that one all the way.
I think Scorton got in his way a little bit on the return, but we're gonna let that slide. You know, we just happy to have the INT at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Mike Jack was doing, bro. I was like, bro, just get down, dog. Just get down. I have no idea what he was doing, bro.
Mike Jack was out here trying to moonwalk.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, bro. I don't know what he was doing. He said he was tired. That's funny. But yeah, no, he was close. He was close to getting one. But great pick. I think it was a bad throw. I know the receiver slipped, but I think Mike Jack would have had it either way. Even if the receiver didn't slip, he was in perfect position to take that one. So I don't think the slip really mattered. But multiple 4th down stops. We had multiple 4th down stops. The coverage was tight. JC was all over whoever he was guarding. Chau Smith-Wade, all those guys. And even when they were catching it, there was no yak. There was bad throws being forced by the pass rush. Bro, Penix could not set his feet. We were not getting the sacks, but bro, he felt the pressure. So he was rushing his throws a lot. So we had the Falcons at just 223 total yards and 0 points. They were able to get some yards, but they never crossed the 30-yard line, which is crazy.
They had more yards than Carolina.
They did, but they never crossed the 30-yard line, which is crazy. Never. The entire game. No red zone trips. Never. That is a wild stat to think about. Bro, that's how you protect the bank. That is how you protect the bank, dog. And the run D, let's talk about the run D for a little bit because everybody's harping, hey, we can't stop the run. Well, we did. We did a good job against Bijan. They got off a little bit. My boy Nathan Carter, we came in towards the end of the game, added 46 yards. Bijan, but we held Bijan under 72, under 100 yards. He only had 72 yards rushing. So, and then if you add, I think he had a nice little receiving day, though. He had 39 receivers. So he still had 100 all-purpose, but I thought we did a good job. Against the run. So I'm happy. Considering the circumstances and considering how bad we've been against the run, I thought we did an excellent job. Somebody said Dijon Robinson. Dijon. But yeah, good stuff there. All right. Patreon.com/Panther Nation PC, man. Salute to everybody that supports the channel. Shout out to all the MVPs, man. We will be doing another giveaway. I still have 2 more tickets left to come sit with your boy in the most lit section in the stadium, section 310. If you are considering buying a PSL, you have to start with section 310 because that's where it's lit. Okay. Start with section 310. Holla at your boy. And salute to y'all. We got the Saints game and the Seahawks game. Those are the two games I have left. So become an MVP level Patreon member to get access to that giveaway. All right. Shout out to our franchise folks and shout out to our free agents as well. We appreciate all the support. Again, can't do it without you. The show is nothing without y'all, so we appreciate all the support.
Quickly on the super chat, then I'll do underdog. Shout out to Desmond Hunt. In an interview, Mike Jackson said he didn't want to go back out on the field after the touchdown. He was tired. He tired. That happens, man. When you run all them yards covering, I get it. So shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Shout out to Underdog. Please go to underdog. underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. Every Monday and before the game, they typically do a gimme pick where pretty much you don't have to, the player that you pick doesn't have to really gain anything. He just got to show up. So make sure you go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. It really helps out the channel. Shout out to the folks who are winning some prizes with the higher lowers and things of that sort. So just check them out, man. I won a decent amount of money with their tournaments and things of that sort. You can too. So just go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do.
Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody that is supporting us, whether it's Patreon, whether it's Underdog, everything, whether it's buying a shirt from Game Changer. We appreciate all the support, man. We couldn't do anything without it. Yeah. So Rob, I got you. I'll add you next week, bro. My bad. I got you, bro. Trust me, before we do all giveaways, your name will be on that list. I got you. Don't worry about it. But we appreciate it. And special shout out to Rob, MVP, because his name wasn't on the board. That's on me. I take responsibility. My bad. Okay. All right. Bryce. So we talked about Bryce a little bit earlier, but he was efficient, explosive, confident, doing a good job, man. He had a total, including the rushing, 206 yards, one rushing TD, extended plays, stayed composed because he was under pressure. Don't get it twisted. Protection wasn't fully there. You know what I mean? So, but he protected the football. He protected the football when it mattered. The opening drive, we did score on the open. That was important. Scoring on the opening drive, we hadn't done that in a long time, and so we didn't fold under the pressure there. And I think it's the first time like he really looked like he was in control of a game from start to finish. So, Dave, how do you feel about this?
I think this is what you want out of him, man. Like, this is what you want. Like, I know folks were saying, hey, we need more wide receivers, we need more weapons, and we did. But I also said, you're not going to get what you think. He ain't going to be out here throwing 300-yard days and winning football games. And we saw that. He had didn't he have a career day last week? And
yeah, he did.
We lost. Yeah, and we lost. Yeah, like, I want to win. I'm sorry, guys. I want to win. If I see this stat line every week and we win, I'm cool.
James says, did he not look faster on Sunday? I won't say that he looked faster. We've always said Bryce needs to use his legs. Like, yo, bro, when you're in trouble, use your legs, bro. You gotta be decisive when you're about to run. Be decisive. Go. You're quicker. We've always said that Bryce Young is not the greatest athlete when it comes to running football, but he has enough. Like he can do enough. Yeah, he has enough, bro. He can run for first. He did it a couple times during the game on Sunday where he got the touchdown. Then there was another first down he ran for. I think it was called back because of holding though. But I think he did an excellent job. Excellent job, Bryce Young, by protecting the football, bro. That's all we ask. Live to fight another day. He did get sacked, I think, one time. Just live to fight another day, Bryce. Live to fight another day. He said so. Yeah. Pause. Yeah. He was running. He was running though. All right. Let's keep it going. Dowdle and the run game. Control the tempo. Bro, Rico was on one, bro. Especially in the fourth. When we was trying to ice the game and really lock it in. Rico, this is why I want to see a little bit more of a 1-2. I understand that it takes rhythm. Like the running backs need to get in rhythm, bro. So I get it. I understand that you wouldn't, rotate them in every, you got to let them get a couple series going to get them going. But Rico, when he was out there, he was shifty. They did a good job, man. I think Rico did a good job, but there was some balanced carries there. Clock management was good. We didn't have any close calls when it comes to the play clock. Everything looked good. Everything looked really good. Excuse me.
Bless you, man.
Yeah. The only issue we had was the muff punt. But the defense did what they needed to do, and they kept him out of the end zone. You know what I mean? With ETN, he's going to be all right. And this, I do want to say this too, because as much as I rag on David Moore, and I don't think he should be blah, 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 blah. That's why you have a David Moore on the team, right? This is why you have David Moore on the team, is because when ETN muffed that punt, David Moore was the guy that came in and provided that steady presence. Bro, David Moore, he can do it all. So I understand why he's on a team. I get it. and I understand it. That as much as I'm not a fan of him taking a roster spot from someone else, that's why he's on the team. That's why he's on the team. Because he's a steady presence. So salute, man. Salute to David Moore, bro. I gotta give him some props. All right, rookie kicker. We talked about the rookie kicker. He was 3 of 3 in field goals, including a career-long 57-yard field goal. He was clutch. He was calm. And salute to Canales and Tracy Smith for believing in his leg, because 57 yards is no slouch, especially when the other kicker is missing 2. Because that he missed
one. They want you back, Young Way.
Shout out to Young Ho, bro. They want Young Ho back, bro.
Yeah, they want the Young Hoes back. Young Way.
Didn't Eddie Pinero miss a couple of kicks with the 49ers already?
Yep. Got the trash.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We got 2 super chats. Brendan off, Rico must have changed his cleats at halftime.
Hey, no, for real though. Speaking of changing cleats, though, it was a lot of slipping and sliding out there on Sunday. Like, it was a lot. People were sliding all over the place. I'm sure folks are gonna be complaining about that turf, or continue to complain about the turf, because people were slipping and sliding. When I went back and watched the game, Falcons players were sliding, our guys were sliding. Got to do better with that turf, bro. Let's just get some grass back in the building.
Don't get me started. Shout out to the game guy. We need to work on these holding calls too. I don't disagree there. All right.
I think it could have went both ways on a couple of them, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Valid.
It was one we got a couple away with a couple of them too. All right. Here's another one. The offensive line holds up without key starters, so no Corbett, no Hunt, but still, we did allow one. That's my bad. We did allow 1 sack. Cade Mays, Chandler Zavala, they did a good job locking in there, and the game plan helped. The quick throws, the run balance, there was no panic. So good job from Canales and the offense. We know that the Falcons had a good pass rush, and they were blitzing a lot, and we were still able to, 63% of the time they were blitzing. So like, that's crazy, and we were still able to overcome it. So that's a good job. That's good game planning by Canales and good execution by the team. So salute.
Absolutely.
I do have I can look up the PFF grades for the offensive line. I don't have it in a graphic, but I can look it up. But so yeah, Dave, that's really all I had for the game. You got any thoughts for the game or anything else, any other topics you want to discuss?
We kind of got into the whole Leggett situation because the offense did look more efficient without him out there. I mean, I know folks don't want to hear it, but that's the truth of the matter. My boy Marcus, when I posted that he was inactive, because I noticed it that morning when I posted that he was inactive. My boy Marcus replied to my tweet saying soft benching, and I said it might be, could be.
Well, so it came up when I was with Chris from Charlotte Vibe. Carlo let me know that he was out before because Chris goes over the inactives. Around 11 o'clock or 11:30, whenever
11:30, 90 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah, so we go over it, and Carlo was telling me in my ear that XL was out, and I was like, oh, okay. So I on the live, I asked him, I was like, Chris, do you think this is legit? Or he's legit injured with the hamstring, or do you just think they're holding him out for like a mental day? And Chris said he was legit injured, bro. Like the way he impressed.
Oh, I'm not doubting that he was hurt.
No, I asked it. That was a question for me. I asked it, right? Because I didn't know. We're not there, right? But Chris said the way he pulled up and the way he did not finish practice, it was a legit injury. So I just want to put that out there that he is legit injured for those that may be questioning whether he's really hurt or whether they just sat him down for a mental day. He is legit injured.
Well, I hope he recovers, man. I hope he recovers quickly. I think the big thing the big other discussion with the XL being out, I think there was a lot of assumptions that this is why I brought up Jimmy Horn at the beginning of the show, that Jimmy Horn was going to be able to be active. And what I've been trying to tell everybody since the draft pick is he's there. He had to win a return job to get a jersey. And I think it's going to take more than wide receivers getting hurt before he gets a chance. He has to take over on the return job end of the spectrum because they brought him in primarily to be a returner, and he didn't win that job. He's number 3 at this point. He's third, right? Yeah, based on the math, he's third because he's behind David Moore and Trevor. So, with regards to that, guess what, man? Double O'Kane. When you don't turn the ball over, you're efficient. If you throw for 67% of your passes, that's efficient. That's accurate. That's what you want. So he didn't turn the ball over, and that was the difference. That's true. That was a factor, but that's part of being efficient. You don't turn the ball over. You keep the chains going. That's being efficient.
Yeah, and they, from what I was told, and Chris and I talked about Jimmy Horn as well. You know, for me, I was of the thought that, hey, they got these they're gonna have this special package for him, right? They're gonna unleash him. We didn't see him at all in the preseason, barely. Not that they were gonna unleash him, to catch people off guard. And that hasn't happened. And what Chris was mentioning is that in practice, he's getting bodied. Like, it's in the special teams areas, he's getting pushed around. He's getting bullied, and so he hasn't earned his spot in special teams yet. And that's where he's gonna get his start, like Dave just mentioned. That's where he's gonna get those reps. It's gonna start special teams, and it's gonna go from there. You know what I mean? So he's just not ready yet, and that's okay. He's developing. As long as he's developing, we're good. There's nothing wrong with that. But shout out to RJ. He did send me a chat in our Discord. He says, and I did listen to this commentary from PFF, but listen to this, Dave. Interesting stat. When Atlanta lines up under center, they run the ball over 90% of the time. When they line up in shotgun, they pass the ball over 90% of the time. When they line up in pistol, they run over 70% of the time. These are all the highest leaning splits in the league for any team by a huge margin. Atlanta also runs in pistol at a higher rate than any team in the league by a huge margin. So basically what PFF was saying is that Atlanta's trash because they're telegraphing their plays. When everybody knows what they're going to do, and that's probably why Evero was able to kind of tee off. And we knew what they were doing. When they line up in certain situations, it's given away based on the formations and the way they line up. I heard that on PFF too, so maybe they got to do a better job.
That ain't my problem to figure that out.
But it's out there though. I've definitely heard it on PFF too. So maybe that's why folks are getting fired.
Well, we'll see what happens with the OC. But that's on the OC.
Yeah, it is.
That's on the OC, right?
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But yeah, man, great win. Fantastic win for the Panthers, man. Good times. Really good energy. I wonder, is it too soon for another roundtable? I guess we don't want to have roundtables now, huh?
Oh, we can have one anytime they want.
I'm joking, man. Shout out to Big Low. I'm joking. It might be time to call another roundtable. Just to kind of, you know what I mean? Since we second in the division
ain't
now, right?
Ain't they 0-2 in the division now? Are they 0-2 now? Because then they play Tampa out per week.
They played Tampa. Yeah, they played Tampa, so they're 0-2 in the division.
They're 0-2. They're 0-2.
We are second in the division, right? Because we're behind Tampa. We beat the Falcons, so we got the tiebreakers. That should put us second, and the Saints don't have a dub, so we're second in the division right now.
Okay,
but it's good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. I'm happy, bro. So, Dave, you want to quickly talk about New England and what that's going to look like? And because I'm sure you know a lot about New England football since you're up there. So, what are your thoughts?
Mike Vrabel's the head coach. You know, they fired my man Gerard Mayo last year. He's trying to change the culture a little bit. Drake May has been okay. Vrabel's got a lot of work to do. I think there's a talent deficiency in New England right now, and they're trying to rebuild their roster. This is a game that we definitely can come in and win. They have some running, well, Ramon J. Stevenson, but I can't remember the rookie name right now. He was doing okay, but they reduced his workload last week. but they might not because I guess those guys, the running backs are struggling right now. They had like 6 turnovers or 5 fumbles or something like that last week. They had a lot of turnovers on Sunday. Henderson, yeah, that's his name. I don't know. I think this is a very winnable game for us. Up there. I am going to be at the game. I'm hoping to get there by 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Get to Gillette by 10 o'clock in the morning. Try to beat some of the crowd because there's only one way in and one way out of that place. It's a tough place to like go in and leave. And I gotta pay for parking. That's probably gonna be like another $60 or $70. But I don't think New England should be favored in this game. They played so bad last week, man. I don't think they should be favored in this game.
They're favored by 3.5.
Well, that's pretty much
what you're looking at.
That's pretty much a wash. I mean, you get 3 points for being the home team, so that's a wash. I ain't worried about that. Gillette got the mini, like they got the whole shopping center setup in there too. Like they got like a mini mall type joint in Gillette, which is pretty dope. Nah, I don't park 20 miles away. That's too far. But I park right by the stadium. But but we'll see. I mean, none of the analysts picked us to beat Atlanta. And I don't know what to make of the Steelers quite yet. But I don't think the Patriots are a good football team.
Yeah, Patriots are, and they're 0-2 at home.
Yeah,
like they're 0-2 at home. Obviously, the only
their first both games were at home.
Yeah.
No, 2 of their 3 games were at home.
Wait, 2 of it. So they're one. The only W came against Miami.
And Miami's not good.
Yeah, exactly. So 0-2 at home. They lost to the Steelers this past week, 21-14. And Drake threw for 268 yards in a loss with 2 touchdowns and an interception. He has 5 touchdowns with 2 interceptions on the season. But the Patriots have been outscored 41-27 on their home field. Stephon Diggs, Hunter Henry, both lead New England on the season with 13 catches each. So we do got to deal with Diggs. But he's focused on Cardi right now, so he not locked in.
Cardi just released an album, man. So
he not locked in, bro.
He'll be in a music video soon. Yeah, you ain't got to remind me. I got him with my fantasy team. You ain't got to remind me they was fumbling left and right. You ain't got to remind me one bit.
Yeah, let's take advantage of that. Obviously, you got Trip.
I think they're gonna play the rookie. They're gonna play Trevion Henderson. They're gonna play the rookie. The rookie's gonna get more burn this week because the rookie got a lot of burn the first week, and then they benched him, and I don't know why. Probably because he probably can't run pass protect. But nah, we're gonna see, man. I think Horn can. This ain't the same old Diggs either. I think Horn's gonna be able to lock him down. I really do.
He been locking everybody else down. So yeah, I think we're gonna be in good shape.
And if we do that, then they really ain't got nobody.
It's a good game. I mean, these are games that you have to take advantage of. The next 2. I mean, we gotta come out. I think it would be great, a good feeling to be 3-2 after the next 2 weeks where you're taking on another division in the AFC. I mean, so it would be really good that we got to get these W's, man. Got to get these W's. I think the Falcons game is the spark we needed because now you're playing with confidence. Now you know what you're capable of. I think we can take this momentum. Let's not go backwards. And this is what we can't take 3 steps forward and 4 steps backwards. We got to build on it, and that's where we're all cautiously optimistic.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me go. I want to make sure I get these last super chats so we can close this thing out. You know what, Hunter Henry does concern me a little bit. I don't know if I'm more concerned than I think Hunter's the second guy. So we just got to make sure we take care because they don't have outside of Diggs. They ain't got no receivers. So you really ain't got to worry about that. Shout out to Joe Clarity. Why does it take injuries for us to play good?
Next man up.
I don't want to get on my soapbox about how I think our coaching staff leans towards these vets instead of playing the young guys, but I digress. Mingo's the new CD for the boys. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's right. Mingo about to get burned because it looks like CD gonna be out for a bit.
Well, that's why you trade. That's why you make trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. On that note, On
That's why
that
you
note,
make trades, Dave.
make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC and at ChampD1012. Appreciate the support, guys. For those who are watching on X, try to swing by YouTube and hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. It really helps us out big time. And on that note, I'm gonna let Rashad do the click us out of here, and we're out of here, guys.
Yeah, man, we out of here, man. Make sure y'all, again, like Dave said, like, subscribe, notification bell. We up out of here, man. Holla at y'all. Panthers W. Keep pounding. Keep the energy up. Let's take this momentum in the next week. We up out of here. Peace.